Right, next topic is that Andrew Garfield loves to lie. Now, there's an article in Variety that talks about how Andrew Garfield even lied to Emma Stone, who was his co-star in the Amazing Spider-Man films a little while back. He had to lie to her about being in the new Spider-Man No Way Home film.
Why did he have to lie to her?
Because he's been lying to everyone apparently, and well, not apparently. We all know.
He told his mum.
Probably not.
No.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not. But it looks like he loves lying to everyone. So this comes to us via Variety. And it says, Andrew Garfield revealed on this week's episode of the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast that protecting his return as Peter Parker stroke Spider-Man for Spider-Man No Way Home meant he even had to lie to his former Spider-Man co-star Emma Stone. Garfield and Stone starred together as Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy in the Mark Webb-directed The Amazing Spider-Man and The Amazing Spider-Man 2. While Garfield's return for Spider-Man No Way Home was heavily rumoured, the actor lied to everyone he knew in order to protect this major secret. And he goes to say, Emma Stone kept on texting and she was like, "Are you in this new Spider-Man film?" Garfield answered when asked if he had told either Stone or Webb about his No Way Home return. And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." She was like, "Shut up, just tell me." And I'm like, "I honestly don't know." How can you not know? Either you are or you're not. That is a red flag in itself. I kept it going even with her. It's hilarious. Garfield said at no point leading up to the film's release did he tell Stone the truth. And then she saw it. She was like, "You're a jerk. I didn't want to tell anyone. I took it super seriously. I told no one." I believe that. Garfield gave his first interview about reprising his Spider-Man role to Variety, saying, "I wasn't expecting to ever have a conversation again about potentially playing Peter Parker. I felt very excited to just be a fan again. But I got this call from Amy Pascal and Kevin Feige and John Watts with this idea."
Call me, Kev.
Call me Kevin.
Right
Call
here.
us.
Or Amy.
Yeah. It was immediately undeniable. It sounded incredibly fun, incredibly spiritual, trippy, and thematically interesting. On a base level, as a Spider-Man fan, just the idea of seeing 3 Spider-Men in the same frame was enough. Yeah. I will echo, I do know that he is a big Spider-Man fan. When he got Spider-Man, we say Tom Holland won the lottery. Andrew Garfield literally reacted like he won the lottery.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. No, it wasn't ridiculous because I think we would all react the same. So, and I personally, I loved him as Spider-Man. I wouldn't even have minded. In fact, if Disney never brought Spider-Man into the MCU, he would still be Spider-Man now. It's only because they
brought it in.
Yeah, they brought it in that they recast it. So he would still be Spider-Man now. I remember there was a joke where he went onto one of these late shows, and they had someone dressed up as Spider-Man taking pictures with people at Hollywood Boulevard. And then he takes off the mask and it's him. And he's like, "Yes." I thought that was so funny. He's got a really good sense of humor. So what do you think about him lying to everyone?
You know what?
and enjoying it, apparently.
I would have done the same damn thing. No, at the same time, it's not, we mentioned this before, it's not a lie that it's you trying to get away with something you've done wrong. He's keeping the surprise for the audience because they're going to lap this up. And we did. And everyone who went to see this movie, when that happened, you know, Mr. Critic's viewpoint about yelling in the cinema aside, whatever his name was. What was it again?
Louis
Louis' opinion aside,
like
everyone generally had a stop and yay moment.
Even we did.
We did.
Followed by you lying ass motherfucker. But anyway,
but it's like, he had to do that because he was doing his role for the cinematic audience, people that follow the Marvel and know his films. So I take my hat off to him. One thing I will say is this is definitely, having done this, they're already talking about Amazing Spider-Man 3 now happening.
Yeah. Which goes to prove what I just said about him would have still been Spider-Man if, so...
And people love him as Spider-Man, so it's
I loved him as Spider-Man. I thought, again, like I've always said to you guys, and you guys seem to echo what I said, I thought Toby played the best Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield plays the best Spider-Man. and Tom Holland has managed to combine the both,
Yeah.
amalgamate them, put his own spin on it, and
run with it.
Yeah. And as Leon pointed out when we were watching it, if it wasn't for those two, Tom Holland might not have created the Spider-Man.
That's the reference point.
Right, exactly.
You take the bets, don't
exactly,
you?
Exactly. And just to touch on to go on a tangent with another thing, as great as an actor as Mahershala Ali is, obviously he's seen Wesley Snipes smash it as Blade, so he knows where to go and where not to go, and maybe, do you know what I mean? Try something different.
Don't do Blade Trinity. Do Blade 1 and 2.
Exactly.
That's it.
So Leon, what are you thinking about all this lying and whatnot?
I think it's all fun. It's all fun and games, you know what I mean? But I think to myself, so how much people was on set when they filmed it all? Do they have to sign contracts to secrecy or whatnot?
I think maybe not secrets. Well, maybe NDAs at that level.
They would have
maybe.
had to, because this is the thing. Like,
Because they can't leak that.
Well, someone tried. Do you remember there was
there's
some
a photo
footage?
that came out of him holding a rail.
Yeah.
And then they passed it off as, this is previous footage. It would have been CGI.
But then we found out it was actual footage. Yeah.
But see, that's what I'm saying. There's always someone trying to spoil it.
I think
Funny enough, Campy touched on this the other day about just film sets in general, about how they spoil it. And he said that but now in a day and age, we're on a film set, you can have your phone on you in a film set. You go back 10 years ago, your phone would have to be signed off and given to like the person before you stepped onto the set.
Yeah.
So it's so hard.
That'll probably come back though.
But I mean, because remember, look, when I was on set on Venom 2, my phone, we all had phones on us. Now, any one of us could have just been like, obviously we didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's an idea that they might have to start doing.
What about your recent shooting?
Yeah, I've recently done a job. I can't mention what it is yet.
Where was your phone?
I think you know where my phone was because of the pictures I...
Oh, it was in your pocket then?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you could just... They didn't have to put it anywhere.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, like with Marvel films as well, they've got like, 4 or 5 projects now shooting a year. You're talking about, 7,000 to 10,000 people working on it. They now don't have to worry about costume fittings. Oh, right, I'm going to take a photo of you on a DSLR, upload it to a computer, send it off to the director or the producer. They make a choice, email it back. It's like a week process. No.
Straight into the WhatsApp group.
Photo WhatsApp group. Do you like this done? Literally, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So it's like cameras are everywhere on set now. And it's not just cameras. Like it's a 4K device in your hand on set.
As John Campbell said, a telecommunication worldwide device.
Yeah. So it's like...
So, where you could take a picture and within moments it's all over the world. Like literally within moments.
Mad,
yeah.
So the fact that much didn't get out, I tip my hat off to the crew.
Oh, they listen. I think Kevin Feige's got everyone on such a tight ship now that it leaks. If some, because I bet you whoever leaked that, they found out who it was.
More than likely, yeah.
They found out who it was, and they were severely punished. You know what I mean? Like that person's never working on any set again, let alone a Marvel set.
You know what? It's like who was there.
Right.
Because they will know.
They will know.
Look at the angle he's at.
Yeah.
You know, like they'll know.
They'll know. They're not spending.
And what you got to remember is, say we're on set, they're filming, and a camera's picking me up.
Yeah.
From some angle.
Yeah.
Someone's seeing me.
Yeah.
Like, it was Leon over there.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But also, like sometimes I think studios secretly do this on purpose to build up more online traffic.
There's a lot of discussion about that, and I think there's some truth to that.
Yeah,
I think there is some truth to that because they know at a certain level,
like rappers that leak their own music.
Yeah.
And pretend, it got out.
Yeah.
Oh, how did it get out?
Exactly.
What the reviews
How can it get out? If only you had it.
Or someone leaking their sex tape.
Yeah.
Leaking.
How do you leak a sex tape though? So you got a sex tape on there, right? Only. How does it get leaked?
Yeah.
Where does that go?
Yeah. Unless you sent it to someone who then...
Don't leak. These things don't leak.
Yeah. And like we said, they run such a tight ship. Like I said, either that person was allowed to leak it and they pretended it was a leak, or they got fired. Pretty soon after.
It's either A or B,
You know what I mean? Because like we said, Marvel run a very tight ship. And I mean... I've auditioned for some Marvel stuff and you have to sign an NDA and your agent is not even allowed to see what they give you as sides for the audition. That's how, so then they know.
They don't need extra
if this
people
is
seeing it.
Right. If this is leaked, Larry will come into you, or
Yeah,
Damien will come into you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I ain't about to leak shit to do with Marvel because my pockets don't run that deep.
Nope.
That's the thing. Even with the audition process, when they send you a script, you don't know it's a Marvel project half the damn time.
Yes,
You do.
Or that's not
You
that now.
do.
Because before it was like they dressed up
They
as something
used to.
else.
they used to do that a lot.
But well, depending. I think it depends on the role. If it's so let me use well, actually I think it might depend on the agency because obviously my role in Venom 2 was very tiny, right? But I knew it was Venom 2 straight away because my agent told me it was Venom 2. Even though the working title was Fillmore.
Was what?
Fillmore.
Okay.
But I knew my agent said it's Venom 2.
Right.
So she knew somehow. So I don't know what happens because you're right, some of them are on working titles, but everyone seems to now know. Maybe it goes back to what we were talking about with the leaking, that this working title is now attached to this big title.
So but also sometimes it was mainly when they had a new project. If it was like a continuation of something, they didn't tend to hide it.
Right.
But if it was like a new project, like I know with all of the last run of singular character films, when they introduced them, they didn't know what they were auditioning for.
Right.
And we're talking about A-list guys didn't know what they were auditioning
Yes,
for.
you're right. Yeah. Some of them didn't know what they were auditioning for, So yeah, man. Anything more to say?
No, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So we salute you, Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Line your ass off.
Yeah.
We would have done the same. So
Yeah.
what do you think about everything we've just said and what Andrew Garfield's had to do to keep this role a secret? Let us know your comments down below.
And Andrew, if you're watching, let us know. And did you enjoy it?